Hello humans, welcome back to my makeup room. My name is Martha and today is a very exciting video. We are going to be doing some eye swatches on some Glamshop eyeshadows. I placed an order, they were having a sale, and I'm very excited to try these. I have never put these on my eyes. This is a Polish makeup brand and they have all kinds of things. I got these singles and two palettes. I got I believe this is the Ballerina palette, which is a nice little cool neutral palette, but with some very special shades inside. And this one, I think this one was called Mushroom in English. And I'm gonna show you, this is how we have all these little foam bits. This is how they came. Oh, they're stuck to the little plastic. Okay, so all these little foam discs, it was so securely packaged in the mail. These little foam bits to protect the shadows, which is so nice. This is another cool toned little 9 pan, a little bit more on the mauve side. But very excited for that. And the Totally Matte Volume 2, which has, see, I kept the packaging here so I could show you. So we have the little plastic thing, a layer of bubble wrap, and then all of these little foam discs. So how do I get rid of these? And that's this palette. So these are some bright, grungy jewel tones. These are colors with a twist. Colors that aren't too punchy, except for maybe this pink, but we have some jewel tones, some grungy shades, a lavender, a mustard, and then a peach, and a couple of neutrals to sort of tie it all together. And this is this is beautiful. This is a lovely matte palette. Very excited about it. But I'm not going to do eye swatches of everything. And we're going to ignore my hair today because it's not about the hair. It's about the eyeshadows. I'm not going to do eye swatches of these. Maybe I'll swatch a few colors here and there. But the star of the show is going to be these singles. Let's do a couple of little swatches on the arm of the mattes. So we have the mustard green, the lavender, and a dark blue. These feel kind of dry, but like in a good way. Nicely pigmented. Looks like they're gonna blend out pretty well. Yeah, dry in like a pigmented way. Next, we'll do the Ballerina. And I have to touch some of these shimmers. They feel a little wet, a little like dimethicone-y. I'll just do 3 of these. So sparkly. Oh, that is not what I was expecting. This one is more like a satin with almost a glitter. Nice cool tone neutral. I didn't swatch anything on my pinky. That's embarrassing. I just did 3 shades. So look at this one. That's what this looks like. So I assume if you build it up with a glitter glue, you're going to get more of this sort of gunmetal reflection, but it has a very warm brown base. This is a nice neutral with a lot of wet shimmer elements, and then this lovely neutral brown, which is, or cool tone brown, which is my kind of thing. And this is a dry arm, by the way. Now onto the mushroom. Oh, so many choices. So this one is almost a lavender. And this bottom one was sort of the chunkiest. It had the least dimethicone feel. But very pretty, very pretty, very pretty. Now let's get into the good stuff. The singles. I will start with the mattes, obviously. We have two little neutrals, a mustard yellow green, and then a army kind of a green right there. I have primed my eyes. I'm just using the Milani eye primer because I don't want to waste my favorite eye primer. So Milani eye primer is not a favorite, but it will do the job. This brush is clean via color switch. It looks like there's stuff on it, but there is not. This is the Sigma E25. And I'm just going to show you the shades because they are written in Polish. This is our first shade. It's the lovely cool brown. Almost a mauvey tone. There's a bit of kick up in the pan there. And some fallout, but that's fine. We can work with that. Nice little cool mauvey brown. These ones I'm just gonna kind of breeze by because they're not that exciting. Another slightly darker cool mauvey brown. Tap off my brush a little bit better this time. Now this one is a little bit more on the purple side, but it's still nice, and I think these will blend out pretty well. The blendability seems good. Now we will do the sort of yellowy green. A nice color. This one isn't blending out very well, but I also don't like the Milani eye primer, so that could be why. It would be better with a set base. But the shade is nice. Next we have our green. Somehow there's blue eyeshadow on the back of this. I don't know where that came from. Probably my magnetic palette. I did not tap off my brush on this one, which was a mistake. This is very pigmented, but it seems like it'll blend out pretty well. Quite nice. Now the fun begins. These I'm just going to use with my fingers. Because I'm going to get the most impact that way, unless I'm using a glitter glue, which I don't want to do because my eyes are already going to die. This is a beautiful neutral. This is a straight up, like golden champagne. Now this one, it's a neutral base, but has more glitters in it. This is a little bit more of a chunky formula, whereas this one was more of a dimethicone-y feel. And this one has to be built up. It's a little bit more of a topper shade. It's a little sheer. Has that sort of neutral undertone, but it reflects like a pinky purple, pink blue kind of a shade, which is very fun. Now this shade looks very chunky. This is a turbo shadow. Can we focus? It doesn't want to focus. It's too flaky. And there's the name there. It is more on the flaky side. It looks almost blue, pink, with a sheer base. That's what I would say this is. Now let's go for the one I'm most excited for. This is like a pinky purple with almost a blue reflect. Oh yes, I can definitely see the blue coming out in this. And again, it's pretty sheer on the base pigment. But with like a pink or a mauve matte, that would be very pretty. Now we're getting into the darker, more intense shades. This is another turbo shadow. This is a turbo glow. We have the shade here. It's like a dark foresty green with a gold almost. Oh, this one is a little smushy in the pan and a little chunky. Oh, but it's so pretty. Okay, this is more of a standalone shimmer. It obviously has more of a base pigment. It has that green base with a golden reflect, very grungy, very beautiful. I'm gonna save the hollows for last because I think those will be most interesting. This is another turbo glow. Now this one, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's green with a pink flip. I'm gonna need a mirror. Okay, can we see? Can we see? Okay. It's green and then the reflection is pink. Like a fuchsia, like a bright red. A bright green. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on my finger. Bright pink fuchsia. Sometimes on the eyes though you might see the fuchsia. Also, ignore the application of these. Like, I just want to get the color on my eyeball. This has a warm brown base. And that bright green shift, but it also shifts that magenta color. I don't know if you can even see it, but it's there. Okay, we have 3 left. And all of them are hollows. This is the Nude Hollow. Nude Hollow. Ugh, don't drop it, that would be bad. Okay, it's a little chunky if you go into too aggressive, but you can definitely see the hollow shift in there. It is indeed holographic. Did I put eye primer on? Maybe not. This might just be concealer. It is just concealer. I can't see the shift on my eyes. Let me try with a wet brush. So I'm using this flat shader brush. A little spritz of setting spray. just kind of looks brown. I don't know if you guys can see the hollow on camera, but it's built up pretty nicely. Let's try. I'm gonna put a little bit of glitter glue on my other eye just to see if that helps with the next shade, and maybe we will reconvene. So next we're gonna try Sweet Hollow, which is more of a warm toned, almost an orangey nude. And we're going with the finger first. Ooh, this one is chunky. Very flaky, very flaky. This one has more promise, I think. Okay, this one I can see the hollow shift. It does show up on the eye as a little rainbow. I probably applied too much, but it is definitely, oh yeah, this is way more reflective than the other one. It's definitely showing up though. I was a bit worried. Let's just try, before we take the Nude Hollow off of my eye, I'm gonna put a little bit of glitter glue. See if we can help it out. And then we'll put the last one on. No, this is doing nothing. This is basically just a glorified brown. Would not recommend the new Nude Hollow. Okay, the last one. This is Hollow Effect. And this one looks more like a green. Should I put the glitter glue on? I'll put a bit of glitter glue on instead of the eye primer. This one feels a lot like this one, the good one. And you can see the hollow in there. And again, I'm putting too much on my eyes, but I really want to push this to its limits. So this one is more of a gray, not a green, like a green gray. Almost like a gunmetal. Now, these eyeshadows are really cool, but I mean, they're not that reflective or metallic or anything. They're just there. They're just very glittery, and I mean, they're hollow, obviously, but I would say not super impactful. Just as standalone eyeshadows. Pretty on the eyes, but I am more impressed by the Turbo shadows, which are like these two, the more flaky, chunky little formula. Turbo Snowball, like all of these ones. I'm much more impressed by those than the hollows themselves. But if you're gonna go for a hollow, out of these three, I would recommend Sweet Hollow. It's the prettiest out of all of them, I'd say. And now I'm going to go rest my eyes. Let them stop burning. So if you like this video, don't forget to like it, hit subscribe if you want to, and ring the bell to become a Pavlovian dog. I'll see you next time. Bye.